Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, Jokers Us Gaming is proud to bring you another episode of Blue Jays Baseball here right on MLB The Show 24 as we continue the Blue Jays season, who has an impressive 72-20 record. Who's no doubt one of the best ball teams in the league for this year with that record. Today, we are in San Francisco. Jays had, of course, the day off before heading off to San Francisco and then on their way to the Diamondbacks afterwards. This will be a 3-game series against the San Francisco Giants. Giants currently have a 44-47 record. For the Blue Jays, to keep the winning streak going, they will have Aldura Rodriguez, probably saying his name wrong. Either way, he has a 7-1 record with an ERA of 2.69. The man that will try to stop that winning streak continuing will be San Francisco's own Jordan Hicks. Hicks currently has a 4-9 record with an ERA of 4.47. Jays will be in, looks like their dark uniforms today. San Francisco is currently third in the standings in the National League West, while of course the Blue Jays are first in the East. This game will be played at San Francisco's legendary park in Oak Ridge Park. As you know, the Bay is known to be nicknamed. Can have 41,000 plus here. Highly doubt we'll have that high of a number, but you never know. If a lot of Jay fans will come out to San Francisco here to see these boys play. There is today's lineup. There's the lineup for the Blue Jays, and then, of course, the San Francisco Giants. And momentarily, we will have John and Chris to call most of the action between these two clubs. Take another look at the pitches. And now we take you to the boys to call the action.
Park in San Francisco. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the San Francisco Giants.
One of the top stadiums I like. I mean, how can you not like a stadium that has water behind it?
Just about to get underway. And towing the slab here, Jordan Hicks.
Yeah, he's definitely had a struggle so far this year, as evidenced by that inflated whip. But he's going to have to find a way to limit the base runners, put his team in a position to win a ball game. So we know he's prepared. We know this guy's a competitor, and we'll watch how he works in this one.
Here comes a pitch. George Springer in the box now. No balls and a strike.
2 games behind in the wild card for San Francisco, so a win here would be very important for the club.
And the righty deals.
But they do have a tough battle with the Blue Jays, as Springer will start things off with a single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Kind of a no-man hit there, as no man was around to get that.
5th in home runs in the American League.
Springer takes the lead, and he goes. going to be a close play, but the throw is high, which gives Springer his 15th stolen base of the year.
Puts himself on second with a nice stolen bag. I think that sets the tone for the offense for sure.
It was there in time, but being the throw was high, Springer gets the stolen base. Back in the lineup today is Vlad Guerrero Jr. Jr. is currently batting with a 309 average. Fouls that to keep himself alive at the plate, with Springer putting himself in scoring position after his 15th stolen base. Vlad trying to cash in the first run of the ball game here. Joining the hit. Of course, trying to prevent that from happening.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Souvenir for the fans there. And here in San Francisco. That's hit. That will force Springer back to second, while they get Vlad Guerrero at first for the first out of the ball game.
Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. In the 6th spot for them in this one, Dalton Varsho.
Well, right in the middle of this lineup, and that's exactly where he belongs. I mean, he's there for a reason, Boog. This guy, they know they can rely on him, and he's a force, a presence there that, you know, puts a little trepidation in that opposing pitcher. We'll see what kind of impact he has in this one.
Yeah, Varsho currently on an 11-game hit streak. Ooh, Bo Bichette gets a pitch outside the zone, chase him off the plate. See how Bo Bichette, with a 364 batting average, will respond. Hits it.
That's a base hit.
Springer takes a chance.
And they're at the corners with only one out.
Chooses to go back. I think that was a mistake. I think Springer would have scored, but Springer elects to go back to third, play men in the corners.
Up to the plate, it's Brandon Belt.
Brandon Belt.
Series with 4 hits on Sunday. In the air out towards right
Hits a
center.
deep shot.
On his way over, brings it in.
I think there was a mistake by the Blue Jays.
Throw, and it gets away.
And because of that, the Blue Jays get a run. Unbelievable mistake on base by the Blue Jays, and because the play gets thrown, the ball gets thrown out of the plate, Springer will score, and Bo Bichette will be on third.
Runner from third comes across. It's 2-0.
Rafael Devers extends his hitting streak with that beautiful double. His 17th of the year.
It keeps his hitting streak going. He is dialed in at the dish right now.
17 games. Wow.
Right now. Looks like he's expecting a knock every time he steps to the plate. And now it's Dalton Varsho. Big time power. He's third in the AL in home runs. Swings and he pops it up near the pitcher's
This
mound.
will end the inning, which San Francisco is happy to end after giving up those 2 runs.
Jump ahead onto the bottom of the first. Blue Jays 2 and the Giants coming up.
Well, start story as the Jays end up getting 2 runs. First run because they throw it outside the park, which advances the runner. Bo goes to third. He will get hit in, of course, by Rafael Devers, who gets his 17th double of the year, also his 17th in a row.
That's going to make him more economical in his pitch count and allow him to move into the middle and deeper part of ball games. So we'll see if that remains true in this one.
And the best team in baseball, the Blue Jays, with a 72-20 record.
Swings and fouls one off.
has once again started a game with a lead.
This is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Here, right to Bo. Bo makes the play in time for the first out.
Here's the Giants lineup. This is one of the best teams in the league when it comes to drawing walks, Chris. So we'll probably see a very patient approach from them.
Yeah, Bogey, that's often what leads to a lot of runs scored. You get guys on base, you work that pitch count up for the opposing pitchers, and then you take advantage when they make mistakes, you get into that bullpen. You can tell that everyone up and down this lineup just comes in with a great plan of attack, a lot of patience, just like you said.
Austin Slater, batting with one down, takes a strike. Ground ball up the middle.
And another ground ball out for the Blue Jays.
Start to the home first, 2 away.
Convaleva easily scoops that for the second out.
And here is Michael Conforto.
Conforto, if I remember right, did play with the Mets back in the day.
Fly ball down the left field line.
Ends up getting a...
Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. And he's got a double.
And because of that miscue by Varsho, Michael Conforto gets his 23rd double.
And those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
I think it was going to be a double regardless. Luckily, it wasn't a triple, as Varsho does get back in time defensively to get that ball to prevent a triple.
Well, here's a chance right here for one of the better hitters on this roster to get him on the board in the first. Thanks to the 3-hole hitter extending the inning. Good at bat with 2 outs.
This man here is 49 RBIs, looking for possibly number 50, but he gets caught looking. And the Jays, after giving up a run in scoring position, shut him down to lead the game at the end of 1, 2-0.
Set for the start of the inning. Now, here is Isaiah Kiner-Falefa.
We are officially 6 games away from the All-Star break.
And the right hander back to work. And that one is lifted in the air.
As the Jays start the inning with an out. Kiner-Falefa flies right to the right fielder there for the first out of the second inning. Danny Jansen.
In his 6th season, 28 years old. He's been on a terrific run at the plate, hitting over 350 in his last 10. And the first offering is not close.
Danny Jansen was 1 for 4, but what's so interesting is it was a home run, and even more interesting, that home run was number 100 in his career. 35 of the year, 100 home runs in his career. He ends up flying out there. That'll be the second out here in the second. We're down to the bottom of the order with Kevin Kiermaier, who will ground out. Yes, he does. And that will end the inning. Jays do not answer any runs this time, as they are shut down 3 straight. San Francisco going to start things off with Chapman in the bottom of the second here.
We head to the bottom of the second, down the third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Matt Chapman.
He plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has...
As you know, Matt Chapman, who played with the Blue Jays, won a Gold Glove last year with them.
Liner to second and picked on the hop. Fires over
Hits a shot right to Kiner-Falefa, who gets the out.
Digs in now. This guy, one of the best defensive catcher's going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game.
Patrick Bailey was 1-5 in yesterday's game with a home run.
Infielders, this catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
Swings and misses.
And there's a big strikeout by the Blue Jays. His second, Rodriguez's second of the game.
Wilmer Flores getting ready to hit.
Wilmer Flores.
And it goes just foul.
Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets
Currently
it up,
batting
because
276.
sometimes his pitches are off the plate.
He's only gotten 23 home run RBIs, 7 home runs. Fouls that off. Now Sam Flores has spent 12 years, met Arizona and San Fran, of course. Hits it. Kiermaier will play it. It ends up being a long single, and the inning will continue.
Tough stretch to the plate. Pretty good spot, hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire field.
Pitch. Swings through that one for strike 2.
The second rounder here in Nick, who was a draftee back in 2011.
On its way to the corner.
Varsho gives chase and just misses that. Jay's looking to get out of this inning unscathed.
Here's the 0-2. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards
Hit.
right center field. That one gets down for a hit.
Because of the
So that's
speed
2 straight, 2 out
by
hits.
the runner, who is not that fast, he only will advance a base.
Pretty good changeup on the outside corner, but he did exactly what you're supposed to do with that.
And for the
See it deep,
second inning in
keep
a
your
row,
hands inside it and drive it the other
Sanford has
Now
managed a
here's
couple hits,
rolled softly, but that goes foul.
putting men on first and second now, looking
2
to
on, 2 out.
answer the Blue Jays.
Swings and pulls it foul to the right side.
Rodriguez,
Left-hand batter waits.
looking to get out of this inning unscathed. That's hit well, but foul.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy,
I think if that was in play, that would have been at least a base hit. Fortunately, that's hit too high, as Varsho is easily there to make the play to end the inning.
Giants leave a couple. They trail it here 2-0.
And the Jays still doing well defensively. At the end of 2, it's the Blue Jays 2, the Giants nothing.
On to the 3rd inning. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, George Springer.
George Springer got on base the first time.
The pitch. That missed inside. Ball
34.5 for his WAR for Springer there.
1. The pitch. Out towards
Springer
right
hits
center
a
field.
deep shot, but I guess it's not as deep as I thought it was, as it goes right to the right fielder's glove for the big first out here in the top of the 3rd.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now grounded out his first time.
Vlad had his previous game he sat.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Sizing this one up.
In the previous series, he got his 29th home run of the year. He ends up, of course, flying out to the center fielder there. So
2 outs, bases empty.
so far, no offense by the Blue Jays since the first. Bo hits it. Shortstop makes the play in time to get the out.
That's out number 3. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays as they're unable to add to their 2-0 2-0 lead.
That is right there, John. Unable to add to that 2-run lead as San Francisco's defense shuts the Jays down.
As we go to the last of the third, Tyro Estrada to the plate.
We're back to the top of the order.
Right through there for a strike.
Estrada has only spent 6 years in the league with New York and San Francisco. And when I say New York, I mean the Yankees.
The 0-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. In the air, left side. Sizes this one up. Makes the catch.
Too much air to that, as Varsho is right there to get the first out here in the bottom of the third.
Austin Slater stands in. Grounded out his first time up. That's in there. 1-1.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
A little bit high, maybe. And that is ball.
His last game, Austin was 1-5. So he's definitely hoping to have a better outing this time around.
Right side.
Unfortunately, that's hit right to the second baseman, who Connor Falefa will throw it to Vlad Jr. there for the second out.
The batter will be Michael Conforto.
Conforto lets the first one go by. He, of course, signed with San Fran as a free agent back in 2023. Conforto, if I remember right, spent most of his career with the Mets before signing with San Francisco. Conforto is a really good ball player. Cannot take anything away from that man. Unfortunately, he grounds out to Connor Falefa to end the inning.
They're still down. It's 2-0.
The home run leader himself, Brandon Belt, will start things off in the top of the fourth. Could we see number 50 for the year?
And we're back on the fourth. And now it's going to be Brandon Belt. Hicks back to work.
As you know, Brandon Belt started his career with the San Francisco Giants. He spent quite a few years with the club. Brandon Belt surprised everybody when he signed with Toronto last year. Had actually a phenomenal season. Didn't stick with the team originally, but the free agent came up at the beginning of the season, and he was available, and the Jays made him an offer, and the rest is history. As Brandon Belt flies out there, and it's so far looking like a really good sign for Brandon Belt, as like I said, Brandon Belt leads the league in home runs with 49. Rafael Devers will extend his hitting streak.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just
he already did. My bad.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Next to hit, Dalton Varsho.
Rafael Devers, of course, was with Boston, was traded to the Blue Jays this season. A lot of people originally thought it would be Justin Turner to be the main star for the third baseman. But I guess he's been struggling, so the Jays elected to go with Justin. Ended up going with Rafael Devers in a trade. Oh, didn't realize Varsho was up, put his hitting streak to 12. So Rafael Devers and Varsho continue their hitting streak.
And next for Toronto, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa.
Kiner-Falefa will pop that up. Catcher calls everybody off, scoops it, and gets the second out.
Get through this one, put up a 0. This will help in his outings to come.
Jordan Hicks, of course, trying to prevent from the Jays from scoring any more runs, as the Jays opened up the game with 2 runs in the first.
That one is absolutely belted.
That's hit well and gone.
A 3-run dinger, his 36th home run of the season, and they boost their lead. It's 5-zip. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous.
Now he's only 99 home runs away from 200.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on
411 feet for that moon shot of a home run.
Hit on the ground to the right side.
Kevin Kiermaier will ground out to end the inning, but the Jays add 3 runs.
Right here, a 3-run home. And the lead is now 5-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show.
Dane Jansen hits his 101 home run in his career to give the Jays a 5-run lead.
Jorge
Soler
and he deals.
will hit one deep, way back, and that baby is gone.
A gigantic blast. And they're on the scoreboard. It's 5-1. That one just sounded different.
Yeah, it might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
And San Francisco has got on the board with that solo shot home run by Solo. His 18th of the year, and it was a no-doubter.
Chris, that ball came out hot. So let's see what StatCast has to say.
Yeah, it really did, Boog. 111 miles per hour off the bat, and really nice launch angle as well. Just a beautiful swing from start to finish.
Like I said, it was a no-doubter indeed. 422 feet.
Now Chapman at the plate. Rolled out to second in his first at-bat.
Let's see how Rodriguez responds after giving up that homer. He will be facing former Blue Jay Matt Chapman, Golden Glover himself.
The Giants down by 4. We're here at the bottom of the 4th.
Chapman, of course, has won 4 Golden Gloves, 18, 19, 21, and of course last year with the Blue Jays in 2023. That's hit well. Varsho gives chase at the warning track and catches it. We almost saw back-to-back home runs as Chapman misses that home run by a matter of feet. Another deep shot. That did have the distance, but is well foul.
Swing and a miss. 1 out, base is empty.
Rodriguez is having a heck of a pitching game. Still not to 50 pitches yet.
Air left field. Varsho moving under
Varsho
it's caught for the out.
is there to get the fly out for the second out. Bailey fails to get on base.
He's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Flores in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike.
Flores in his previous game, not against the Blue Jays, was 2 for 4. As you are just joining us right now, the Jays have a currently
It's a strikeout.
4-run lead at the end of 4.
With a homer this inning. It's now 5-1.
And there's the only run the Giants have been able to muster by Solo, his 18th of the year. Jays now only lead by 4.
San Francisco. New inning getting started. Here's George Springer to start it off.
So we're back to the top of the order in George Springer. Joy Hicks
Back to work.
pitching his 5th inning of play.
Well, these Blue Jays doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game. And
Facing the former first-round pick.
And they're averaging more than a hit per inning. That's a great recipe for success.
He was also the 2017 MVP for the World Series back when he played with the Houston Astros in George Springer. He had managed to hit 5 home runs in that World Series championship run. Now up, Vlad Guerrero Jr.
High in the air, out to right.
Vlad hits one deep, but it goes right to the right fielder's glove, and he fails to get on base.
2 outs, base is empty. Bo Bichette up to the dish. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2.
Bo, as you know, is a second-generation MLB player.
Base hit, and that extends the inning.
His dad, who played many years with the Colorado Rockies,
He's been really hot lately. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it
and
into
Dalton
the outfield.
Bichette.
Base hit. Those always feel great.
Speaking of Bichette, Bichette ends up chasing the starter Jordan Hicks out of the
He
game.
heads for the dugout. We'll take a quick break.
So Jordan fails to pitch 5 innings after giving that hit away from Bo Bichette.
So the Giants with a new pitcher on the hill, Alex Cobb.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
And at first,
Alex
Brandon
Cobb
Belt next up for the Blue Jays. Way outside.
will have quite a dangerous matchup here, facing the home run leader in Brandon Belt and former San Francisco Giant player. Brandon Belt, of course, as you know, leads the league with 49 home runs. That hit well. Could we see number 50? No! It's caught at the warning track. Number 50 does not happen. So San Fran shuts the Jays offense down this time around and still trail by 4 runs. The Diamondbacks, who are the next scheduled opponent for the Blue Jays, currently lost their first game of their home series to the Braves 13-4.
Quite a bit today.
A wind of the pitch. Shortstop takes the ball.
That's fouled off. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. None out here in the bottom of the 5th.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Couldn't straighten that up. If so, that would have been possible double. Hit down the line again, but foul. Nick is 1 for 1 today. gets caught looking there. Don't know what he was looking at. But Rodriguez will end up getting his 4th strikeout of the game.
Fly to left his first time.
Jung-Hoo Lee
Here's some fun facts about Jung-Hoo Lee.
has 86 hits.
51. Not a shocker.
Wow.
His favorite player growing up, Ichiro Suzuki. Oh, he gloves it. Over to first.
And
Fifth inning, moving along, 2 quick outs.
Black Grill makes a beautiful diving grab to stop that ball, and then knows he can't get it to the bag in time, throws it to Rodriguez, who will get the 2nd out of the inning.
Leadoff spot of the Giants lineup. Tyro Estrada, the next Giant to hit. And that's in there at the knees. One of the other aspects of Jung-Hoo Lee's bio, he was actually drafted as a shortstop, now an outfielder, but he grew up right-handed, and his dad was the one to throw in time to get him, and that does it for the inning.
Well, sorry, John. Couldn't get that story out as Rodriguez gets it hit right to him, which will be the first time San Francisco does not get a hit in a 2-out rally situation.
And we're back.
As the previous 2 innings, they got on base. Failed to do so this time.
For anything more, this guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets.
Rafael Devers hits one way back to the wall. Oh! Misses a home run by a matter of feet, and he knows it. He knows it. Oh! That looked like it had the distance, but I guess it just falls short.
That one lifted to left. Slater gets under it. Corrals it. And there's 2 down.
Varshev, he hits a deep one, only to get caught by the left fielder.
2 outs, base is empty. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate.
Kiner-Falefa had it in his last game. He was sitting for Davis Snyder.
Headed down the line.
He's back in the lineup today.
2 down, nobody on. And we're the top half of the 6th.
Looking to get his first hit of the series.
Line drive.
And does so. And it ends up being a double. Oh, we're going to make a play to 3. They don't make the play to 3. They throw it at home to hold him at 3rd. And Kiner-Falefa gets his first triple of the year. I am surprised they did not try to throw the 3rd. But I guess Kiner-Falefa must have been too fast, so they elect to throw the home to keep him at 3rd.
Up to hit. Danny Jansen. He really made his presence felt back in the 4th inning of this one, Siggy.
Absolutely. 3-run blast and a shot of energy for his teammates. Everyone in that dugout was pretty fired up.
Danny Jansen has 36 home runs this year. Has spent his entire year with the Blue Jays. Career with the Blue Jays. Hits one. That will get an RBI for Danny Jansen. That's his 4th RBI today.
Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything.
For his 3rd, I can't remember.
And he made it out front for the line drive down.
Anyways, now the Jays extend the lead to 5. Kevin Kiermaier hits one deep. Kiermaier around 2nd. Goes to 3rd. And he clears the bases.
Well done, drives in the run.
Kiermaier's 4th triple of the year. And I'm not surprised with the speed that man has. He has 42 stolen bases this year. And he makes it look easy when he runs around the bag.
1 for 3.
George Springer hits it. 3rd baseman makes the play, but they call it foul, which is probably a good thing for the Blue Jays. That would probably have been a sure out.
To third.
Third baseman gets a hit to him, and as I said before, a sure out. That will end the inning, but the Jays do add some
2
runs.
runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. 2-3-4, 2 up in the home half of the 6th. Blue Jays 7 and the Giants 1. Bottom of the 6th, and digging in for San Francisco, Austin Slater.
Slater, who's 0-2 today,
Ripped to third.
hits a line driver right to Rafael Devers, who scoops that.
Any other stadium. You look out over the bay, you see McCovey Cove. Just a terrific place to catch a ball game. My blood pressure goes down every time I walk into this place.
Michael Conforto will climb in.
Michael Conforto is currently 1 for 2 today for San Francisco.
Controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Control ended up signing with the Giants back in 2023.
Pitch. And down on strikes.
Gets caught looking there.
Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick
That's
outs.
Rodriguez's 5th
He's been
strikeout.
very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
And up next for San Francisco, Jorge Soler. He's already homered in this game.
Yes, he did.
On a line out towards
He
center.
hits one deep, but goes right to Kevin Kiermaier to end the 6th. So
Giants
after
are
the
down
end of
1-2-3.
6 innings,
They're
it's the
down
Jays
7-1.
7-1. We go to the top of the 7th with Vlad Guerrero Jr. looking to get on base for the first time in this
Welcome back to the
series.
ballpark. We go to the top of the 7th, and now for the
He's
Jays,
currently 0-3.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. The right-hander back to work. That
Vladdy
one is lifted
hits
in the
it,
air. Should have this one.
but
Makes
goes
the grab.
right to the right fielder's glove. So Vlad fails to get on base again.
So digging in, Bo Bichette.
Bo Bichette is 2 for 3. Both his hits were singles today.
That one the other way.
Hits it right to second baseman, who makes the throw the first in time. Jays, of course, have a 25.5 game lead over everybody in the East.
And next is the designated hitter, Brandon Bell.
Brandon Bell, the former San Francisco Giants
Hard ground ball base now.
player, will get on base with that
Opportunity for
single
Rafael
up the middle.
All over that one right there. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Now up is Rafael Devers. Devers is 2 for 3. Hits it down the line. That's a fair ball. Runners advance. I think Rafael Devers makes a mistake. He does. He's out. And that will end the inning. What a mistake by the Blue Jays.
Midway in inning number 7, and it's time
But
to
the way the
stretch.
score is looking right now,
Giants won.
I don't know how much of a mistake that will end up
Third
being.
baseman, Matt Chapman. And here it comes. Swing and a miss. He's
Matt
out
Chapman, the
Pretty
former
amazing,
Blue
his
Jay,
first pitch strike percentage over
has
90%.
gotten 14
You know
home
you're
runs
getting
this
something in the zone
season.
first pitch. So if you're a hitter,
The
you
Golden
gotta be ready to let
Glover
it fly, even
fouls
though
that
he's
off.
had a lot of success on that first pitch of the at-bat.
Matt Chapman is, of course, a 4-time Golden Glover.
in the air
Hits
to
it
left
deep.
center. Varsho
That's got a
after it.
chance.
Oh, he can't
Varsho
bring it in.
mishandles it, and Chapman will get a stand-up double as that slips out of the glove
Just a textbook double
of
into the gap,
Varsho.
and when you
That
can
would be
drop one in there
Chapman's
between the outfielders,
18th
you know you're making
double.
the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
Back-to-back errors when you think about it for the Blue Jays. First, Rafael Devers tries to go for second, gets caught there, and now
That one ran
Chapman
inside,
hits
almost got it.
one deep that looked like it was going to be a sure out, only for Varsho to miss it.
Say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
That's hit to Rafael Devers, who scoops it.
Tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he
For
made
the
solid
first out
contact,
of the
and that's all
inning.
you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
And now it's Wilmer Flores.
Flores
And a base hit right
gets a
there.
hit. There's going to be a play at the plate. Not in time. Chapman will score. And the lead is cut down to 5.
Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball, let it get deep, took the barrel right to
Just
it, and
how-
extended through the swing for the
Just
line
how
drive base
Baum's
hit.
reached to Blackdrill Jr. on that dive.
Nick Ahmed, 1 for 2. And that drops in for a strike.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
The 75th pitch is fouled off. It's an 0-2 count. 1 out, man on first.
In the frame so far. Near the
Giants
bottom of the 7th.
trailing by 5.
He passed him. That's a
Nick,
strikeout.
well, strikeout be strikeout number 6. Victim.
It's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. With all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the
One
baseball,
relief.
those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter
Trying to
that they're
keep San
rising, even though they're
Francisco
not, but they're
into
not
this
decreasing
game.
in velocity
Has
and
let
spin
the
rate, so
first 2
very
pitches
difficult
go
to
by
keep the
with
barrel.
Alice Wing.
Now
He
this
hits
is in the
it.
air down the
Varsha
line.
gets chased. Varsha's there. And he does.
Catch it from out
Scoop
around.
it
So 1
to
run
end
in
the
inning on
inning.
this base hit. It's now a 7-2 ball game. You're dialed into the show. We go to the 8th, and here is Dalton Varsho.
Chad Green is warming up
And the pitch.
for the Blue Jays. Varsho, who's extended his hitting streak to 12, hits it up the middle for a single there.
No waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on
Alex
the first
Cobb,
pitch.
the
Once you get
third
ball by
pitcher of
pitcher, there's a lot
the
base hits up the middle,
Giants,
even on ground balls. So a nice job
gives
to
up
use
a
that big
single
ball
there.
and get himself ahead.
Now it's the second baseman, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Swing and a bouncer.
Connor Falefa
Chapman whips it across.
ends
Takes
up
care of Kiner-Falefa.
grounding out, but he does advance the runner. Hello to all.
New pitcher on here.
Avengers away.
I think it's gonna be a
Hello,
little
hello.
tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard.
All right, now this adventure for the Blue Jays as the Blue Jays have a commanding 5-run lead here in the 8th against the San Francisco Giants. First game of this 3-game series. Walker, the third pitcher of the game.
Now as he chases after that one.
Well, strike one is so critical in a bat like this. With the
No, sorry, the fourth pitcher of the game. Will face Danny Jansen.
Second. Swing and a miss.
Jansen swings late.
Back-to-back sliders. Now
0-2 count, 1 out, man on second. Jays are up 7-2 here in the top of the 8th. Danny Jansen swings early and strikes out.
no need to deviate from the slider right there. The hitter just not making the adjustment. He came at him with the breaking ball, pitch after pitch in that at bat, and evidently there was no answer for it.
Kevin Kiermaier is 1 for 3. His only hit ended up being a triple. That's hit. Makes a great diving catch by the right fielder to end the inning. Now San Francisco, Michael Control makes a beautiful dive to keep this a 5-run deficit.
Back here in San Francisco, bottom of the 8th. Now it's going to be Tyro Estrada. The lefty fires.
Rodriguez still pitching.
With that swing, it's strike one.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Rodriguez up to 80 pitches so far.
Lifted in the air down the left side.
That's hit well.
And there's one down.
But it goes into Varshow's glove for the first out here in the bottom of the 8th.
Austin Slater digs in.
Chad Green is still in the bullpen warming up.
Right through there for a strike.
By Austin Slater, who's 0-3, looks at the first pitch go by.
Excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Kicks and fires.
That's it. Varsho gives chase. Can Varsho scoop it again? No. Slater stays alive at the plate. Here's Rodriguez's pitch. It's hit. Springer gives chase and does get there in time to get the out.
And now the right fielder, Michael Conforto.
The man who made a beautiful diving catch in the top of the 8th is now up.
Down the middle for a strike.
Giants only have 4 outs remaining to possibly
Other way, hauls it in to end the inning. Giants
come
down
back
in
and win this
down
one.
5.
But unfortunately, that's hit right to Rafael Devers for the 3rd and final out of the 8th. So at the end of 8, it's the Blue Jays still having a 7-2 lead. 5 runs.
Back here at Oracle Park, digging in, George Springer.
Back to the top of the order with George Springer. Walker pitching another inning for the Giants.
And a pitch. Out towards left center.
Springer hits one back. It's near the warning track.
One up, one down.
And it's caught. Well, it's not as deep as I thought it was. I thought it was by the warning track.
So
Guess
next,
it wasn't.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 0 for 4. He's flied out 3 times and also grounded out.
Vlad Guerrero looking to get his first hit of this series.
And a foul.
Fouls the first one off. Looks like he swung early on that one.
Comes up empty.
Swings late there. Walker has an 0-2 count in his favor now. Looking to get the second out here in the 9th.
Swing and a miss.
And Vlad swings out an ugly pitch.
Ow.
And
Two
it
away now
is
after the drop third strike.
Well, clearly
third
just
strike put out
anxious right there,
for the
and
second out of the
understandably
inning.
so. 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike
Every
out.
out
and you
matters
don't
for
strike out. It's
the
just one of those
Giants right
pitches
now
where
as they are
it's
down by 5
because you
runs.
committed to it as it was leaving his hand. By the time you realized he wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Bo Bichette now up.
Bo Bichette.
He hits it.
And that's a base
Just
hit.
past a
So he
diving
gets
first
on base
baseman.
and keeps it going.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Anytime you rip a line drive the other
Now
way, you
it will
feel
be
really
Brandon
good
Belt,
about what you did at the plate. You
who
trusted
got
your
on
hands,
base with
you
the
let
single
ball
last
travel,
time.
and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work.
Hits it right to second baseman. Second baseman
The throw to first.
throws it the first to end the inning. And now the Giants need 5 to tie. One of the men up is a man who hit a home run earlier. See what he does.
And we're back. And now the DH, Jorge Soler.
I mean, his pitch
Rodriguez.
efficiency, ability to get ahead and count, and at times pitch to contact. But the
Still
defense
pitching.
behind him. That's why he's still in the game here in the 9th
He's
inning.
getting close to 90 pitches here.
Swing and a
Oh, and so does it again.
into the bleachers and gone.
And I'm pretty sure that right there will
Again. His second home of the game.
end
They close the
Rodriguez's
gap at 7-3. 2 pitches, 2 swings.
pitching.
and that one for a home
As
run.
here comes the
And it
skipper.
paid off for him in a big way.
As the skipper is definitely making a call to the bullpen. Here comes Chad Green.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Now it's Matt Chapman.
Chad Green will, of course, I said, will come in for Rodriguez, as we see there the replay of Rodriguez getting taken out after pitching 8 solid, strong innings.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Chad Green.
Chad Green, a former closer, currently has an ERA of 3.63. 21 games so far this season for this former closer, the former Yankee closer. Will try to do his job to, I guess you could say, prevent the Jays from using their closer in Brad Hand. I imagine, yes folks, Brad Hand is warming up just in case San Francisco does this miracle comeback. They are only down by 4 now. Former Golden Glover and former Blue Jay third baseman Matt Chapman is up.
Righty delivers.
He had a deep shot earlier that missed a home run by a matter of feet. So Green knows that Chapman does have the power. He swings hard and misses it. And that's a big out by the Jays. Chad Green.
Something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer.
Bailey stands in now and watches strike 1.
Bailey had a decent shot that went the distance, but was fouled. He's currently 0-3 today.
On the ground, right side.
Fortunately, a hit like that right to the second baseman, Con Falefa, who makes the play the first. That ain't going to do it, as that is now the second out, and the Jays are officially 1 out away to take the first game of this 3-game series. Will Flores. Oh, got chased back there. The look on Flores. Oh, I don't know if Green was trying to send a message or not. Oh, that one just got away from him. Either way, Flores will get.
Around first and hustling for second. Pulls in with a double. Third hit for him today.
Stand-up double.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this man.
His 10th of the year. Now, as you know, Brad Hand is warming up.
And now, Nick Ahmed. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the last half of inning number 9. The shortstop takes the ball.
1 ball, 1 strike. Man on second, 2 outs. Giants down by 4.
They're down to their final strike.
Nick lets that one go by. I don't know. I don't know at this point of the game, do you really want to be picky?
Just 1 strike away. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Chad Green looking to give the Jays the first win of this series against the Giants. Gives up another. There's going to be a play at the plate. Woo! He's safe. Wow! If that wasn't a bad throw. I'm pretty sure the Jays would have got him out. And Green has given up another hit. Kiermaier gets it. he will score, and now it is a 7-5 game. Wong Lee there gets a beautiful shot up the gap between the left fielder and the center fielder. We're with the top of the order now. Green still pitching.
Right through there for a strike.
He fouls that off.
Two-run game, a two-away here in the bottom.
Jays call time. Pete Walker comes out, wants to make sure he knows which pitch he wants to pitch. As the Giants are down to their final strike. They could possibly bring in hand, but they will give Chad Green the chance to get the Jays the win. That's it up the middle. Play at first, just in time, and the Jays hold off to win this one.
Wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just
kind of surprised they didn't bring Brad Hands in for to get the fire out, but they must have believed in Green. As the talk to Green from Pete Walker pays off, as there's a little shot that Green ends up picking up, throws it in time to first to get the third and final out. And with that, the Blue Jays, as we look at highlights, end up holding off the San Francisco Giants to a 7-5 win. There was a lot of great defensive plays here. And like I said, there's Green. After talking to Pete Walker, gets a hit towards him. He scoops it up, gets it in time to get the third and final out, which of course will give Elder Rodriguez his 8th win of the year. He pitched 8 innings, gave up 7 hits, allowed 6 strikeouts, only gave up 3 earned runs against him, while Jordan Hicks, on the other hand, didn't have that great of a game. He didn't even make it 5 innings, 4 2/3. He gave up 5 runs, allowed 7 hits before he got pulled. Nobles today, well, the 1 star, not surprised to be up there, is, of course, Matt Chapman. The Golden Glover goes 1 for 4 with a double. This is the first time he is facing his former club since signing with the Giants. Wong Hoo Lee ends up getting to be the man on second. Who was left on second, I should say, at the end of the game. He goes 1-4. Lee, of course, had hit that double, which cost an RBI for him. William Flores, he has a good game. Gives the Giants a chance, as he was, of course, hit in by Lee. As Flores goes 3 for 4. He ends up getting a double in RBI. Of course, when Flores scored, Lee made it the second. The Giants were down by 2 at that time. Another man, which, if it wasn't for the Blue Jays winning, would have probably been today's player of the game, and that's Juan Soto, where he goes 2 for 4, 2 home runs, 2 RBIs. The Nobles for the Blue Jays, we had Kevin Kiermaier. He was kind of quiet. He only went 1 for 4, but his one hit ends up being a triple. He gets an RBI out of that today. Another man with a triple who goes 1 for 4 is Connor Falefa. He would lay a score. Rafael Devers, who's extended his hitting streak to, I believe, 17 or 18 games now, finishes the day going 3 for 4 with a double and an RBI. And Danny Jansen, which, when you really think about it, that home run ends up helping the Blue Jays as he finishes his day 2 for 4. He ends up having a great night at the plate, getting 4 RBIs, and of course he got his 36th home run of the year, which ends up being a 3-shot homer that gave the Jays that commanding lead. Jays, of course, would answer a couple more runs later in about the 6th inning, which, of course, at the time, the Jays were leading by 3 runs, where San Fran would make it close. Add a run in the 7th, and then in the 9th, they started firing on all cylinders, scoring 3 runs. But in the end, the Jays stick with Chad Green, who comes in for Rodriguez to finish out the game and give the Jays that big first win in the series with a 7-5 win over the San Francisco Giants. So the Blue Jays win this one 7-5 to win the first game of this 3-game series. We'll see you on the next episode of Blue Jays Baseball on the game MLB The Show 24 with Joel, Chris, and of course myself, the one true Joker. I thank you for watching this episode, and we will be back momentarily with another episode of more Blue Jays Baseball. So if you want, wait a few minutes and we'll be back with another episode. Until then, this is the one true Joker officially signing out of this episode as the Blue Jays win this one 7-5. See you next time on MLB The Show.